All right, it's Saturday morning of week 6, and I have not filmed very much at all, but I'm going to put a lot of effort into giving you guys some content today. This vlogging thing has been really tough for me. I've been super busy. So anyways, I am going to get some fasted cardio in. I'm going to run to the gym and get a quick arm workout. Yesterday, I had a lot of errands to run. I had to work an extra long day yesterday, so I wasn't able to get to the gym and do my arm workout. So before posing class today, I'm going to go in and get my arm workout in, and I'm going to do cardio by running there and running back. That's actually been working really well for me. Adding just like a couple miles a day has actually dramatically increased my weight loss too. I'm down to 142.7 pounds, so I lost about 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds since yesterday, so something's working. And then this week I had 2 fat cycling days, and I don't know if that's also something that's changed my metabolism and stuff. So anyways, I am going to head to the gym and then go to posing class, and I'll tell you how that goes. I'm actually starting to see some definition. Showing those legs. Yay! Posing is so hard. Okay, I said I was gonna do a day of eating for me. It's Saturday, and I am gonna do a fat cycling day today. So I did fasted cardio this morning and an arm workout, and I haven't had anything except for some electrolytes in my water. So it is 12:43. Normally I would have coffee before now, but it's the weekend and I did my cardio and I felt really good, so I didn't really need coffee this morning. So this week I went back to drinking my new roast coffee. So this is a mushroom coffee. It's got like cordyceps in it. They have like, they're adaptogens basically. So I have felt great. I used to drink this stuff all the time, and then I got a Keurig. So I started like just drinking regular coffees, but I would put like their super creamer in it as well, which also has the adaptogens, so I can have like regular coffee with the adaptogens in it. I like this coffee because I do feel like I have a good, nice, sustained energy without any kind of like super caffeine jitters. I just have a good energy, and I know that there's lots of really great things. It helps with focus, mental clarity, and I do find that with these kind of coffees. So I did it in a French press, so I have the regular coffee. They also make an instant coffee, which I really like. And what I do is I just fit my coffee things into my macros. So sometimes I put a little more fat in it, sometimes I put a little less. In my macros today, I can have, on the fat cycling day, it's in my plan to have MCT oil powder. So I'm gonna do coffee with MCT oil powder. I'm gonna do 1 scoop. And I get butter with some of my food today. So I'm gonna use the fat. Instead of putting that on my food, I'm gonna put it in my coffee because it just sounds good to me today. And I just got this, the cocoa super cream. So I'm gonna try this out and we're gonna see how it tastes. So what I do is I have my little blender. And I made a big thing because it's the weekend and I can sip on my coffee. Normally I make just like 1 cup and take it with me to work. All right. So 1 scoop of MCT oil powder. I love the Perfect Keto one. This is the unflavored because I'm using the cocoa powder. I usually use salted caramel, which is my favorite. So delicious. And I'm gonna try the super creamer. The super creamer does have a little bit, it might have some sweetener in it, I'm not sure, but if it doesn't have enough flavor, I might put some stevia in there. All right, so then I'm gonna pour my coffee. Tablespoon. One tablespoon. And blend it up. Oh, the other thing I always put in my coffee is a little bit of salt. So I just take like a pinch or 2 for some electrolytes. And then I'm gonna taste it after I blend it and see if I wanna put any sweetener in it. This is the coolest thing. All right, let it settle. The cocoa creamer is definitely not sweet. But with the salt in there, it's really good. I'm gonna try not putting sweetener in it. Yeah. It doesn't really taste like cocoa, I would say. It has like that hint of like cocoa powder flavor to it. It's a, this creamer is a, it's actually a coconut milk powder, new roast mushroom blend. It's got lion's mane, cordyceps, chaga, reishi, turkey tail, shiitake, cacao, and stevia. It does have some stevia in here. So it's not that sweet. Tasty. I really like it. I'm not gonna add sweetener to it. It would be really good with some sweetener, but I'm trying to kind of like not do as much of that right now. So anyways, that is my coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna have my first meal of the day. It's about 1 o'clock. I eat at 1 o'clock at work every day. That's just when lunchtime is there. So I usually have some coffee in the morning. Today I didn't have my coffee until just before this. And then I have my drink. This is glycine, apple cider vinegar, a little tiny bit of Vega Hydro to make it taste better. And then I have a teaspoon of salt that I sprinkled some onto my food, and I put the rest in my water. Got my coffee. One other cool thing about this coffee, the New Roast creamer, is that it has tons of potassium in it. So on a ketogenic diet, a lot of times you have to supplement with potassium. That has like tons of it in there. So have that in my coffee. And then I have my supplements. So these are my fat soluble supplements. I've got my berberine for blood sugar, got my chastaberry for my hormones, got my zinc, and I've got some magnesium. I forgot to take that this morning. I took L-carnitine this morning, and magnesium, and then can't remember where the other one is. Anyways, got all my vitamins. I'm gonna take those. So I want to eat these with a meal. All right, the salt water definitely makes me less hungry. And then here's my food. So it's fat cycling day. So this is 10 ounces of chicken thighs and 3 ounces of beef liver. I actually really like this meal. So this was actually supposed to be my dinner meal, but I find that the ground beef and eggs is a bigger meal, so I like to have that for dinner. So I've been having my beef liver and chicken thighs for lunch. Okay, so it is Saturday of week 6, and this week I actually started ordering my suit. Last week I was like really confused about which division I was gonna compete in. I have always thought I was gonna do figure, and then after I started doing my posing stuff, started thinking about bikini, and there's also another division called, it's called Fit Body, I think it's called. So it's kind of cool because you get to do a lot of the physique posing, but it's not quite as big. You still wear heels. You have the same suit as a figure. So what I ended up doing is there is a woman on Instagram. Her name is Sarah, and her Instagram and website is Mandana Luxury Swim. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but she reached out to me on Instagram, and I checked out her website. I looked at all of her like pictures of her bikinis, and she makes them all by hand, and she was doing a really cool promo, and we had a great conversation. She actually called me and we had a little consult. She was super supportive. She had a lot of information about, you know, what you're looking for in a suit, what it's like to compete, you know, what kind of investment it is. And she really hooked me up with a great price. And the neatest thing is she's gonna make me a suit that is it's a bikini, so it can be bikini. I got bikini bottoms, and then she's making a figure bottom as well that will connect to the bikini top. So I'm basically getting kind of a hybrid suit that can do both bikini and figure. And since Fit Body also wears a figure suit, I have all my bases covered. So I went ahead and invested in that. So I will have this suit for, you know, as many shows as I can fit into it. I can do bikini or figure, so I kind of like leaving my options open. I went to the posing class again today and tried some of the poses for Fit Body, so now I'm kind of excited about possibly trying that, and I'm gonna have the suit for it. So I'm really excited. I really am enjoying this. Last week I was really stressed out. This week I kind of got my act together. I slept really well. Workouts are on point. The diet is totally working. I am only 2 pounds away from the thinnest I've ever been in my life. So I still have 11 weeks, and I'm realizing that the most important thing right now is like there's my fitness, there's getting lean, there's the nutrition. It's all about the posing though. So the other thing I'm gonna start doing is I have Danny Vega is doing my macros, he's doing my workouts, he's doing my counseling, all that good stuff. He's my coach. But I'm gonna have a local coach here. I'm gonna probably use someone from Genuine Fitness where I'm doing the posing. I need to get some one-on-one training for posing, feedback. Be nice to have someone on the ground, you know, on show day that really knows, you know, what I'm gonna go through. Today there was like more posing where you're like doing the walking, and there's the basic poses, but there's also like having a routine. So I'm gonna need someone here to do that. So I'm feeling pretty confident that one of the trainers over at Genuine Fitness will be great for me for that. So that's another exciting thing I'm dealing with. So got a new bikini. I'll do some posing. I'm ready to do some posing photos too. I was really not excited about doing posing or doing my progress pictures because I was so bad at posing. I'm feeling a little more confident now, and I feel like there's been enough of a physique change for the photos to be very noticeable. So I'd like everybody to see where I'm at now. So I am 11 weeks out and everything is going great. All right, I was gonna show you a day eating, but I also thought I'd show you what I made for my husband. So he is extremely spoiled, even though I'm on prep. I made him 2 half-pound burger patties, grass-fed beef, with Dubliner Irish cheese, Kerrygold cheese, 2 fried eggs, and that's Peterson Farms Whole30 approved bacon, and guacamole. Doesn't that look delicious? I made all of this in the air fryer too. Well, I made the bacon and the burgers. It was great. Stuck the burgers in there. Turned out perfect. Crispy bacon, all in the air fryer. But my meal, my fat cycling day, I have my 93.7 ground beef, 2 egg whites, 2 eggs, and about 3 ounces of sweet potatoes. And I get to add a little bit of butter to that. I'll have to check out what my macros are for that, but there's my meal. All right, that's a day eating for me on a fat cycling day. Okay, it is the last day of week 6, and I'm going to show you my day of eating today, which would be a normal day for me. On the weekdays, I would make a coffee with MCT oil powder and like a tablespoon of butter or some super creamer. I did the new roast super creamer, and like I said before, I just play with my coffee as far as where I want to use my fat for the day. And how I'm feeling. So this morning, because I am home and I can make like a couple of coffees, I like to split up what I put them in. So I put like half a scoop of MCT oil powder and like half a scoop of the new roast super creamer. I'll blend it, have 1 cup, and then I'll do another cup and do like half of it. And then I might play with how much salt I put in it, if I want to put a sweetener in it. So this morning, I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in there too. And that's my first, basically breaking my fast. I do consider it like a fat fast that I do because I don't eat my meal until at least 1 o'clock. So I do practice kind of a 16-8-ish kind of eating window, but it's not technically fasting, it's fat fasting, so it's like an intermittent fast. The difference is if you're truly fasting, you would only drink water or like black coffee or like a green tea or something until your first meal. I do have some fat in the morning. Sometimes I don't, but this morning I'm going to. Okay, here's my first real meal of the day. This is the 80-20 ground beef with 3 egg yolks. Put some salt on it. In my meal plan, I think I get a tablespoon of butter with this, but like I said, I've been using my fat in my coffees, or I save it for dinner usually. So today, I actually am putting some Dijon mustard on it. Or is it Dijon mustard or horseradish mustard? I don't know. I'll have to taste it. Hold on. It's like a stone ground, some kind of mustard. Anyways, mustard's a great condiment because it's 0 calories, no carbs and all that good stuff. Sprinkled my salt on there. This is my kind of smallest meal, but it's actually a little higher in fat because it's got the egg yolks and the 80-20 ground beef, so it's pretty satiating there. And then of course I have my drink that has the glycine, the extra salt in it. I put some nootropics, Genius Consciousness in here. There's like a little caffeine drink because I've been working on the computer all day doing some work, and I still haven't gotten to the gym. It is 2:46, so this is my first meal of the day. Went pretty long, so just been a long day. So anyways, that's my first meal of the day.